Oh, really? What type of artist besides
So
designing?
I do everything from the interior of a private jet to furniture or the design of a motorcycle.
You
all
are.
the way to women's shoes,
Wow.
all the way to big public art projects and stuff like that.
You're basically freelance, pure freelance?
No, I have a team of people that work for me.
Oh, you own a company.
My own studio, yeah. You end up spending a lot of time with people from your same area, so you end up becoming friends. But at the same time, there's a lot of jealousy. There's a lot of rivalries.
Really? Why is that?
Because if we were athletes, we could measure up. Right, and if we were both sprinters, we could figure it out. Let's see who's the fastest, and one of us is the fastest, and that's it. Maybe we get to run again and check it out again, but that was it. When you're in something like the arts, that's more intangible. It's harder to define why someone is better than someone else, and a lot of people feel they should be the better ones. That they are not getting what they deserve.
It's much more subjectively.
Why them? Why not me? They're the lucky ones, or what are they doing? Or their work is dumb, mine is better.
Wow.
As opposed to, I was a football player. I didn't get drafted. I was good enough for college, and that was it. But I can enjoy the game and enjoy others. I know how hard it is for those guys to get up there.
Interesting.
That's easier to assume than I thought I too had the talent, and I don't know why those guys got it. Probably they did this or that.
Interesting. So does that get, in light of that observation, do you find, does it daunt, does it suppress or in any way inhibit your desire to continue striving in that arena, or?
No, because I've been very lucky. I'm one of the ones doing well. So I don't get the bad side. I'm fortunate to decide to choose my friends carefully instead.
I understand.
But I understand their position. And for me, it wasn't from one day to another either. So I also did say a million times, why isn't this working? Why are things not functioning the way I think they should?
Right.
This is unfair.
I had another passenger recently who graduated from FIDM.
Okay.
And he now teaches there.
Okay.
But in the interim, about a 10-year space of time between the time he left and the time he went back, I think he said about 10 years. He tried his hand at starting a label, a designer label, and apparently a lot of people really liked it and were encouraging him to continue, but he was sort of burned out on the business because he doesn't enjoy the business facet of it. He wants very much to simply create. And I'm just wondering, and one thing he observed about himself, he's a very self-aware person. He said, I just realized that, that's not my strength. And I had people working for me and interns and whatnot. And he said, I didn't like that. I hated it, and I wasn't great at it. And so I'm wondering, obviously you've surpassed that. You broke through that barrier. Did you have that kind of challenge, or are you just business savvy?
No. You have tons of areas where you need to continue to work. I think the most important quality to have to manage to break through is awareness and drive. Because whatever level of talent you have as an actor, for example, that's what you have. That was your given talent, and you have a max, right? Just like as an athlete, if we both were to run on a track, we each have our max, and we could be at the best possible shape we could be, but our max is our max, and that's it. Nevertheless, if we can train in other areas, right? If we're aware of all the little things that go into becoming successful as an artist or as an actor, you can train in all those other things. So that maybe your max talent is only 50% of the package, but you have 20 in communications and diplomatic skills, and you have a 5 in how you dress, and you have another 5 in how eloquent you are to express yourself, and you have an extra 5 in how you're always on time at the right place, and you sum all that up, and suddenly you have a total of 85% out of 100, and you just beat someone that has 80% pure talent but nothing else.
Interesting.
Right?
It's an interesting
just went up
metaphor or analogy.
So, right, and so the awareness is vital. You need to. Being aware is like going into a game and knowing the rules of the game. If you don't know the rules of the game, halfway through the game someone goes and does a weird move on you, and you're left out of the board, and you're like, wait, but what happened? And they go like, oh, you didn't know that rule? And suddenly you just lost because you didn't know a rule.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to be aware of it. And then the determination is that you really need to hang in this, because it is a long distance run.
Yeah.
Where most people get exhausted, and part of winning is just hanging in there where the rest quit.
Yeah, I agree with that. So you were or were not business savvy, and you just was that one of those things you had to hone, like you said?
I wasn't. I've had to learn it.
Oh, okay.
Is this me?
This is you.
Okay.